talkSPORT Clips of the Week.
Yes, Matchday Live will be here tomorrow at 3:30, taking you around the grounds. So a day earlier than usual, it's the Clips of the Week, and we kick off with Mark Saggers discussing badly behaved footballers on kick-off.
It's about time, actually. One or two of these footballers were given a written warning under employment law in this country, then cautioned to their performance, and then after that, sacked. If you've got to sack them, if you've got to stop them.
Sack him! Sack him! Yeah, never mind the transfer fee, sack him!
Sack him! Yeah.
Brilliant, isn't it? This is Stuart Pearce and Sam Matterface with some top-class punditry during Bournemouth versus Chelsea.
Do you know the cartoon character Postman Pat?
Yes.
Courtois reminds me of him. In his look.
Really?
Yeah.
In his look.
Is he a 6'6" thin bloke, Postman Pat?
Courtois does remind me of the copper from Hello Hello, Good Moaning and all
He
that.
looks a bit
He had
more
a
like him.
bit of a tash on, but there we are. That's what we always think of. Fisherman's Blues now, and the first in an occasional series. Bits of fishing equipment that sound a bit like one of the great train robbers. Part 1.
I'm sure every carp angler out there has heard of the Ronnie rig. If you've spent a lot of time tying it, you can now buy them ready-made Ronnie rigs. But Lewis was telling me that such is the demand for Ronnie rigs.
Yeah.
Ronnie rigs, yeah.
They're very good for catching Ronnie and Reggie crayfish.
There we are. Thank you very much, Andy.
Staying with Fisherman's Blues, you may recall this clip from a few months back when everyone on the show was saying everything twice. Everything twice.
2 barbel rods, a float rod, and a light quiver tip rod.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So hopefully we'll have everything covered with that.
Yeah, no, you should do. Sounds brilliant.
Well, this week they were at it again.
Going back to that new exhibition centre, Vince was talking to Vince, and he says that ain't going to be big enough for the show next year.
Crikey.
I know.
Brilliant.
Saying everything thrice at one point.
I think they were.
Got that word thrice in again, as we did on Monday. It's good to hear.
Yes, talkSPORT Caller of the Week to Danny Kelly.
John's a Liverpool fan in Liverpool. Hello, John.
Oh, yeah. Please call me Dennis.
I beg your pardon?
It's okay. Just call me Dennis.
Why is that?
That's what you call me.
Okay, John.
talkSPORT Caller of the Week.
Good.
Yeah, all right, John. So this is Neil Warnock singing the praises of the Brighton players, especially striker Sam Baldock. That's Sam Baldock.
The captain's super, into Bruno. You've got your centre-half solid, good goalkeeper behind him. And Baldock, for me, has been the best striker in the league this year.
Yeah.
Sam Baldock.
I love Sam Baldock.
He took over Tom Finney's plumbing business.
I think he did. Well done to you, Sam. That's marvellous.
And in that same vein, here's the Moose chatting to fans in Madrid yesterday morning. That's yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Let's come over to this young lady here. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Michelle.
Michelle, you from Madrid?
Yeah.
Ah, buenos nachos. Or buenos dias, whatever it is.
Certainly isn't buenos nachos.
Can you think of a better ambassador to send over there? Just about 50, actually. Now, back to Fisherman's Blues. And one of host Nigel Botherway's guests was discussing carp.
He will spend 3, 4, 5 minutes on a hook till it's absolutely perfect. And when you've got educated carp, and the carp on his lake are definitely educated.
That's right, they went to public school. Carpe diem.
Carpe diem was the Latin motto on
Seize the carp.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you very much for that, Andy. Cheers. And what's next, Andy?
We were a bit shocked.
We were a bit shocked
to hear Tony Cascarino say this on Jim White's show.
Look, Jim, one thing we can't have happen in sport is, fans, spectators calling in.
Blimey, that's knackered half the output.
It's talkSPORT, isn't it? Yeah. What are we going to do?
Yeah, so what Cass says, please don't call in. And this is what he does the sports bar sometimes after matches. It's an odd theory. But, anyway, this is Alan Brazil, and he does. Oh, I do struggle with those French names.
Chelsea legend Marcel Desailly. Marcel Desailly.
TV presenter, man, all over the world.
Good man. Marseille, good luck in the Star Sixers.
Marseille.
That's a town in France.
Marseille Desailly. Beautiful. Buenas noches, Marseille.
One final one from Fisherman's Blues. And Nigel had just seen something that amused him at a fishing show.
Did you see that young lad? He had a selfie with Ali Hamidi, and he had a T-shirt on, and it said something like, It says something like, when I grow up, I want to be Ali Hamidi, only taller.
Yeah, I thought, nice T-shirt, but I couldn't see it being a massively big sell. I couldn't see it catching on. And then I heard this.
The must-have garment among cutting-edge fashionistas this summer is undoubtedly the when I grow up, I want to be Ali Hamidi, only taller T-shirts, as modelled by that young lad at the Big One fishing show in Farnborough.
I was clearly wrong.
Clearly.
If Rugby League Man says it's on the old fashion map, then I was clearly wrong.
Here's Mike Parry and Mike Graham discussing Julian, son of John Lennon.
I think he made about 2 records, Julian Lennon.
Yeah.
You've got to remember, he was 16 when his father died.
Yes.
And his father was the biggest rock star in the world. And all of a sudden, somebody woke him up and said, your father's been cut down in a hail of bullets.
I think they may have broken it to him slightly more delicately.
Sensitive, really.
Yeah, than that, Mike. I mean, I don't know if you were there. I know when you were working for this country's gutter press, as you always call it, you may have sneaked into the room, but I think it maybe dealt with it slightly more delicately than
more
that.
sensitively.
And finally,
yes.
Now, there's been a lot of theories, Andy, here on talkSPORT, for those people that have been able to get through when Tony Cascarino wasn't on the phones. Everybody's put their theories forward as to why Swansea have struggled this season. Some people have said just too many changes at the top.
That's right.
They blame the board.
Yeah.
They blame... Yeah, Bob Bradley, you're absolutely right. He's taken exception to that today. They say the players maybe, ultimately the recruitment, the players not been quite good enough. But this call at the drive may just have nailed it.
Last time we played West Ham, I think it was Boxing Day, right? Little true story this is. I was given an inflatable Jesus, right, by my daughter for Christmas. I took it to the match, the West Ham game. We were awful. I was waving this Jesus about, this inflatable Jesus. My daughter bought, you can buy them in Amazon. I took it to the game, what with it being a day after his birthday. One sitting far away from the chairman was waving this inflatable Jesus about. The steward come on to me, warned me against it. I was like, I wasn't doing it, to the chairman. I wasn't saying anything or whatever. But I was warned a few times. As you can imagine, Boxing Day, I had a couple of sherbets. It was in the local paper and everything as well. Now, I put a curse on the Swans that day. I've been in touch with Lee Deneen, one of the directors, since it happened, saying that if the club apologised to me, I would be willing to lift the curse. They haven't apologised. I haven't lifted the curse. We've hardly won at home since. So that's part of the reason we're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, partly.
Yeah.
Not Bob Bradley's thought, of course. If that
Not the
fella
players.
and of course, and Depeche Mode gave us your own inflatable Jesus, which was their big hit of the time, so just off the bat.
I don't know that one.
Post 1953. So there we are. There's your clips of the week. Bob from Arbroath's have been in touch. He says... Baldock, Ballcock, you've got to have a cistern. Thank you very much.
Oh, very good.
Thank you very much, Bob. Roy Wetton, Mark Benham, James the Spurs fan, Gripe, Crispy from Saltford, Ricky, Harry Pridmore, John Clark, D Jam, Maxwell Brent, Loz Ryan, Simon Inshawley, Shem, Craig Kent and Andy Beckett all suggested clips that were played this week. If you hear a clip on talkSPORT over the next 8 days, it being a Thursday, get it into us, talksport.com/H&J. Text it to 81089 or tweet it to TSH&J. That's TSHANDJ. Give us a day and a time when you heard it. We'll listen back. And if it's played like those guys, you'll get a credit.